Hello and welcome to this week's Rotherham Advertiser SportsChat Podcast. Joining me around the table is Miller's correspondent David Beddows.
Good morning.
And columnist Charlie Graves.
Very good morning.
So gentlemen, great news to be able to finally talk about a league win for the Millers on the SportsChat Podcast. It's been a little bit doom and gloom lately, but Rotherham up and running after that 2-1 win against Cardiff City. Dave, with a good value for the 3 points?
I think they're excellent value, and there was a lot of frustration building, weren't it, through that second half, battering away against 10 men. And I dare say if it had ended in a draw, there'd have been plenty of hand-wringing, but I mean, Rotherham deserved it. I think even 11v11 in the first half, they were stronger. I thought Cardiff looked a little bit lax, a bit casual, and but certainly over the piece. I thought we deserved 3 points.
And just to explain the first goal, because there was a little bit of controversy of it, Rotherham's first goal, that is. After watching replays, it looks like Matt Derbyshire ran past the goalkeeper and gave him a little tug of the shirt to stop him kicking the ball quickly. And in his frustration, the goalkeeper, Marshall, kicked out at Matt Derbyshire. Whether the linesman and the referee saw the initial tug, I'm not sure, but they gave the goalkeeper a straight red card for the kick out, and Rotherham scored the subsequent penalty. Dave, do you think that was a fair series of events? I know Russell Slade, the Cardiff manager, said he thought it should have been a free kick to Cardiff and then a sending off for the goalkeeper.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a point. There was aggression, though, wasn't there, Marshall's reaction? You see goalies get tagged like that every other week, so it's not unusual. It's the way he reacted, and he was particularly aggressive, and perhaps that swayed the referee towards, pointing to the spot.
But Charlie, should it have been a free kick to Cardiff first? I mean, we talk about the reaction. Think back to David Beckham against Argentina, where he was fouled, he got the free kick, and then he lashed out while he was on the floor and got a red card. Similar circumstances.
I think it can go either way, can't it? I mean, one week one decision will be made and the next week the other, but I think we don't really need to concentrate on that. The fact is it was a win and it's the first one of the season, which is to be welcomed, but I don't think it was the most awe-inspiring performance, to be honest. Okay, we won, but we were playing against 10 men for most of the game, so let's not get carried away. There's no reason yet to put all the bunting out. We're still bottom of the table, we've still got a lot to do, so let's just take things steady.
Yeah, it was sobering when you got home on Saturday night and saw us still bottom, but we are a bit more in touch now, aren't we?
That's it, there's not a gaping gap, is there? It's very achievable, and head away to Birmingham City on Saturday, and tails will be up, won't they, Dave?
Well, they will. And if you've only to string, I'm right in saying that Rotherham actually won back-to-back games in the Championship since they were promoted, which might well be true. And look what it's done for Huddersfield. They've won a couple and suddenly they're in the mid-table. So, the motivation's there. It takes you a long way, 6 points back-to-back in this division.
And Charlie, can they do it? That's the question. I mean, it's no easy game, is it? But there isn't any easy games in the Championship whatsoever.
Well, it's often said there's no easy games, and I don't think there are. But it's just a question of whether we can string 2 or 3 results together. I think although that was encouraging on Saturday, I don't think we've shown overall this season that we can put 3 or 4 results together. I think it's very deep breath before every game, and you're never quite sure what you're going to get. Are we going to be average or worse? So I think it'll be difficult. They're all difficult, but we really need to get 1 or 2 wins together now.
Dave, there's got to be a shout for going to Birmingham and starting with the same team, the same formation, 2 up front, and really let Rotherham have a go, because what's the point in changing it? They found something that sort of showed signs of positivity.
Yeah, there's no need to tinker, is there, and get too cautious either. And this guy, Foy from Norwich, I think brings a little bit extra. He's strong. And he's creative and he can thread a pass as well. He needs to stay in, and if possible we need to keep hold of him, don't we? Because I think he's only got a couple more games before he's due to go back, so it's important to keep him. But yeah, don't tinker with a winning formula.
But I'm not sure that we're going to, in your words, go for it. I don't think that's been the way for Rotherham this season. I think perhaps they've been their own worst enemies, and the fact that they've been a little bit too cautious, and perhaps that's played against them.
And that's not like Steve Evans' team,
is
it?
Have we got the quality to go for it? If we go for it, are we going to get picked off and lose by 3 or 4? Conversely, if we don't go for it, then we're not going to get any points anyway.
Exactly, if you don't go for it and lose 1-0, what odds does it make?
So it'll be interesting to see the approach that we take.
Just a quick word as well, Kurt Broadfoot has 1 more game out.
No, Saturday.
No, sorry.
Was the 10? Yeah.
Sorry. So, would you bring him straight back in, given the partnership they had at the end of last season with Ferran Rawson at centre-back?
Well, he's going to inch his way back, you would have thought, but I do gather he's not fit yet. He's not in match fitness. He's going to see some reserve action.
Is there a possibility of a loan, do we think, of him going out to a lower league club for a month to get 3 or 4 games under his belt, maybe?
Possibly. We're going to have to wait clarification of that and how long he's going to have to wait to get back in the team. If he has to fill some time in, that may happen, but I think at the moment he's very much a Rotherham player and he's going to try and get back in the team here.
And Charlie's no mad rushes. The defence is looking a lot more stable now with Lee Camp in goal and Ferran Rawson back in the starting 11.
Yeah, I think Lee Camp's made a big difference. I mean, to be fair to the manager, he's a class act, and he's probably what they've been wanting. And it's obviously better for the defence if they've got somebody behind them who knows what they're doing. But as I say, we've got to start get 1 or 2. He's not going to score many goals, Lee Camp, is he? So we've got to get somebody up there who's going to put him in and stay fairly steady at the back. Right,
gentlemen, we'll do his predictions for next Saturday then, barring obviously any 10 injuries to the Rotherham team in midweek or anything like that. But as things stand, Dave, what's your predictions for next Saturday?
Well, hopefully we'll keep the same personnel. No need to go into gung-ho, maybe a little bit more cautious, but not too much so. But I'd like to think we've got enough for this to get a draw, 1 apiece.
Charlie?
If we go for it, we might get a draw, but we won't go for it, so we'll lose.
Thank you very much, ever the optimist there, Charlie Graves. If you'd like to have your say or your Scots predictions, you can do by tweeting us at RodTarzerSport. Thank you for signing up to the match, your free Monday afternoon digital Millers magazine. And remember to pick up Friday's Rotherham Advertiser for all the analysis, stats and interviews that you need, along with a preview of that game against Birmingham City on Saturday. Thank you very much for listening.